Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Your buddy John Megacycle here. Oh, another episode of SimCity 5, SimCity 2013, SimCity Cities of Tomorrow, whatever you want to call it, coming at you. Doing the Megatower challenge. I did this challenge years ago on YouTube, and I wanted to see if I could do any better of a job than what I did before, and I think I did. It kind of gave me a little bit of an idea for self-improvement. The reason why I'm getting back into this game anyway is I have a couple of friends who picked up some gaming battle pass or whatever. Like, they got something for free, and with it came a bunch of EA games, and this is one of them. So we're playing a little bit of multiplayer while I stutter my way through most of my sentences, and yeah. So, this is the Megatower challenge. I wanted to build a more robust city than I did in my previous attempt at this, and I think I'm nailing it out of the park. We're sitting at 5,500 an hour. A little less than that. That's okay. I'm taking this super easy. I have some super easy strats that I shared in the first 2 episodes, and I'm really happy with how things are going. We have a ton of recycling coming in. That's giving us a really great income. We've got a little bit of gambling going on. A little bit of tourism is bringing in some... Wow. Is that 45,000 a day? That's literally bringing in like 4,000 an hour. That's crazy town. Oh, it's averaged. Okay, so about 2,000 an hour. That's still pretty damn good. We've got some really solid infrastructure. I'm really happy with how this city's going, but I think it's time for us to take the next big step and start talking about Megatowers. Oh, now the electronics factory comes in. What I would do is I would add the processor. I would put the manufacturing up here, and then maybe another trade port, and that would be it. That would really be how we would set up the manufacture hub. But right now, this goes up. Nope welcomes a massive new Megatower. Now, more sins than ever can cram into one place. Oh, that's right, I forgot to name my city Nope. I'm usually a little more creative than that, just nope. Excuse me, Mayor, what would you like to name the city? Nope. Nope, you'll name it later. Nope, you're not naming it at all. What is the what? Nope. I got some cash, so right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a few more backup systems. I added a little more power, a little more water. We just recently added more sewage processing, so I'm not worried about that at all. When it comes to garbage collection, we've really cut down how much garbage our garbage men are picking up, the garbage trucks. And what's awesome about that is the less garbage we're picking up because of education, it's actually turning into more recycling. Now, we do have our RCI right here when it comes to zoning. However, that's going to be altered by the Megatower, and the Megatower itself has its own zoning requirements. There are apartments, malls, and offices, which are the effectively I was going to say recreational, residential, commercial, and industrial. We have a park. Oh, I need a Department of Education for the education service. And then for crowns, I want the solar panel. Megatower, maximum level. Cool. Okay, so I'm actually going to go Department of Education. Finance, safety, tourism, education. This thing is stupidly massive. And nuke. Thank you. Yo. It hit escape 3 times for it to work. Oh. Oh, I could have put it down here. Son of a... Well, whatever. It's there now. I thought it had to be attached to the building. Maybe it's the Department of Finance. There's one of them that requires you to hook up to the building. Alright, you demand another apartment layer. So I'm gonna go apartment, 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 shops, office, park. Apartment, apartment, park, shop, office, park. That gives me 2 more spots. Maybe 2 more apartment layers. We'll do it? I'm not sure. What this is doing is this is crowding, like they said, way more Sims into smaller places. So, where were we before? Is this per hour? This is per month. Is every hour a month? Is that how this works? That makes this even more confusing. The game clock runs on an hour. Okay, so you see where the Megatower got built, right? You're seeing exactly where the population spikes are happening. What does the detail chart do? I don't want to read that. Looks like bad math. Ideally, you build a tower slowly. Very slowly. So as we're adding up like this, we're giving it a little time to just figure out what it wants to do, and then we do more stuff. So I'm just going to add that third apartment level that I wanted. We kind of want to treat each of the Megatowers as their own little ecosystem, I guess, would be what we ought to do. In that regard, a person should not have to leave a Megatower unless we give them a very good method to leave. So what I want to do is I want to have living space, shopping space, working space, recreational space. So I'm going to build a park. Educational space, I'm also going to build the education tier. And hopefully that'll reduce how much traffic people have to come out and bustle around. If you've got a family that just started considering having children or has children, it's a real pain in the butt if I've got residential at the very top of this Megatower and they got to come all the way over here to the grade school, right? That's awful. So we're actually going to kick 70,000 in for an education level, and that's really going to help my tech. Yeah, the build-up speed is really going to help. We also have a high school and a proper university for higher education. So those are options as well. But I want to build a little ecosystem here. Again, the idea of a Megatower is not going to be bang on tons of profit. The idea of the Megatower is going to be as self-sufficient as possible residential center. And we are running out of power. And this is why you do this slowly, so you have enough resources and stuff to feed and take care of everybody. Okay, we're totally fine except power. I just added 2 more panel arrays. That should be sufficient. Let's get rid of that. Okay, we're still making about that 4 or 5K an hour. That's not bad. Like that. Like that indeed. Uh, 480 students. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Again, this reduces a lot of the footprint I needed for the population I required. So what we could do is we could just flatline a bunch of these areas to make room for more Megatowers or make room for more whatever. So that being said, stuff is good. I'm debating, should we extend this out to like all 8 Megatowers? Like make this a little bit of an epic as opposed to a short story? I don't know. Once we get our processing facilities up and running, this whole thing goes just gangbusters. So what do you think you need? You need way more low residential, and you need some commercial. Not enough simoleons. Let's do another low res. I really want that solar crown, because this is, what, 1,090. It produces 120 megawatts. We'll pay about the same price in hourly upkeep. But like I said, 200 megawatts. And where'd this music come from? What? Why the music? Why is it so loud? It's been like calm ambiance this entire time, but now it's loud as hell. This was a AAA title, right? Remember? Remember? This was totally a AAA title. See, now I hear cars and crap. Now I don't hear any music at all. Well, whatever. I'm not gonna gripe about it. It's fine. We just sold a bunch of stuff. See, this is April year 2, March year 2. But if I look at any time... Oh, it does say April year 2. Oh, look at that. That's not confusing at all. Again, this game runs by the hour, and then the bank account and everything says by the month. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. Okay. I'm sure shops probably now. Mall level 2 is at like 50% demand. Let's get that going on. How are we on our waste? That is nuts. We might be able to make a sale every single day with how much recycling is coming in. That's great. This is kind of another concept that we just started in the entry level bits of it. Just the entry level. We haven't gotten too far with anything else in terms of manufacture or fabrication or anything. We're just taking recycling and selling it. And we're still making a really tidy profit. And if we make that every single day, that just pays out so nicely. Okay, we've got a really big shop we just put in. We need apartment level 2s. And then I'm going to do a park. And then I think that'll do it. We're starting to get a bit of a higher demand for industrial and higher quality residential areas. Let's take that into consideration. I'm just going to thunk some really nice formal stuff here. And let's do a formal there. Let's make sure the roads are updated for what we need. Low density. Yep, high density. High density. High density. High density. And let's get this all doctored up. If you followed everything up to this point, actually, even the midway through, like, the second episode, or even the beginning part of the second episode, you could have deviated pretty hard in almost any direction, and you should still be pretty solid on income and services. Nothing's gotten away from us at all. Pretty much everything, the fires have been controlled, police has been controlled, we're adding as we're growing, like, nothing is out of control, in my opinion. I think everything's been flowing pretty nicely. We're gonna get another streetcar in here. And another bus. Where's my bus at? We have 12 buses, that's not bad. Hey, I'm talking to you. I'm the mayor of Nope. Okay, power is probably teetering on bad. It absolutely is, that sucks. What I need left is a park. And I need a... Here, park is going to be 30,000, 20,000. And the crown is going to be 60. So 80,000 left. And we're going to have our first everything. The mall is not having a good time. We're kind of losing a little bit of money there. I think with so many people, and with how high... Oh, now it's green. Mocha. Just took a while for it to wake up. Never mind. Never mind. Ah, yes. Next park. Park. So what I'm really creating, I think I've already said this a couple times, is a really robust population center that I can now take all these people and I can make a ton of jobs. I could do a lot of high-end industry. I could really take this populace and turn it into a very skilled, efficient workforce. It'll be educated by itself. It'll be able to handle a lot of things by itself. Be nice and resilient. And I'm almost pretty happy that I don't have to logistics like food or anything, because I think that might be a nightmare for a tower this big. Okay, park, awesome. We don't have any bonds of any sort. How are we on power? Negative 6.2. I'm gonna pause the game, and we're gonna use this as a springboard. 50,000 will be just enough for our first solar crown. Now, solar crowns actually can also help each other. Every crown provides a bonus to other crowns. So I think with this first one, I'll produce 200 megawatts. If I built a second solar crown, I think this same guy will produce 240 megawatts. And so on and so forth. Oh, also crowns are per region, which is awesome. So this area that's connected, all three of these are in the same region. In bigger maps, you have to connect to other city centers based on either water or rail, because they might not connect by road. So in order to enjoy those bonuses, you've got to connect, and your people have to be able to commute and do stuff. Let's kick this up to overdrive. But yeah, as I mentioned before, this is going to cost me 1,200 in upkeep and produce 200 megawatts. This costs me 1,100 and produces 120 megawatts. So for another 100, I'm making a lot more power. Get power output plus 40 megawatts. It's producing 240. Okay, even better. Shut that off. So yeah, without very much more upkeep at all, I'm producing well over my require. Yeah, we're done. I can set up 3 more Megatowers and not blush about the power. That's what's awesome about that. That really sings. And because I'm adding more people, we get more recycling. Because we get more recycling, I get more commodities to sell. Because I get more commodities to sell, the process actually kind of snowballs fairly quickly in this regard. And it also snowballs fairly quickly the other way if you lose something in the circle. If something in the cycle is busted and you start to have to shut off your... Oh, crap. If you start to have to shut off your Megatowers to try to make ends meet financially, this is where this can really, really hurt. Streetcars reconnected? Awesome. But yeah, we're gonna go second Megatower. But yeah, this is kind of the point where exponential growth is definitely going to be a thing that occurs. And as long as you balance it out properly, each Megatower can either not cost you much, or if it costs you a little bit, it's for good reason. Because in this one, I don't mind the extra cost I'm paying because park, education, and power production. Not to mention the people. Just not even mentioning the people that are also part of the equation. But the simple fact that I'm getting a lot more just in that regard, that's definitely going to help my education system by a crap ton. Let's take a look at our tourism. It's been a while since I checked it out. 38,000, 29,000. That's crackerjack. That's awesome. That is awesome. Okay. Next population center. Just keep going, right? I'm pretty happy that I've completed this challenge. I'm gonna put it on record. Pretty darn happy with this. I'm going to call this done after this episode. But, I mean, you can kind of get the idea on how this really turns in, right? How this really starts to morph into something really strong in not a lot of time. One thing that we could start working on is... I wouldn't mind working on our processing. So we've got trade, and I want to make my processor somewhere up here. So let's cut a line right there. And I've got the money for investment. Might as well spend it. Electronics, 160,000, good lord. That is worth a Megatower. Oh, speaking of stuff I owe. Oop. Yeah, comfy. A little shy of 6,000 level comfy. I like it. What is this? Looks like a bounce house. The walls are yellow and orange, the roof is blue, and these shingles are red. It looks like a weird bounce house. is what that looks like. I'll just touch on power just one more time because I feel it's really important. When it comes down to this level, you can be the Power King. You can be the Power Lord, the Power Queen, Power... what's a royalty thing that starts? Oh, P. Oh, Power Prince, Power Princess. You can really start cranking out the megawatts. And then what really happens is you sell this to your teammates, your region mates, I guess. And you really sit in a really good comfortable position because the power that you're selling in excess can also bring a really nice income as well. So that's another thing to note, I suppose. All things considered, not a bad idea to overproduce some things, especially if it doesn't hurt. So I want my next trading hub upgrade. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to say use locally on all of these materials. I'm going to save up until we're full, and then I'm going to sell out. Because I need 250,000 trade daily profit. And the most I think I'm going to be able to do is that 150 it says there. So I'm going to wait till some of this stuff stockpiles. And then sell it on the big. 7,000. Nice. We are really having some congestion problems. That's not great. Probably time for a proper bus station. We built the shuttle bus station, which is cute. But I think we need a proper bus station. Is there... Oh, does it have to eat up that much room? That sucks. Okay. This doesn't suck. This actually uses a lot of the room. Yeah, oh, that's perfect. Perfection, my dude. Not enough simoleons. Okay, that's fine. How much is it? 15? 15. Okay, that's fine. Bus. Come on, tick over already. I'll wait. Thank you. The bus stops are already in place, so I don't have to do anything else with that. I wouldn't mind a bus station like... There we go. Cool. Still 7,000 an hour? That's slick. And I'm just gonna wait until the trade depot fills a bit. The plastic should be kicking out of here and be pushing over to here soonish. You guys took the long way, damn. Yeah, cool. Very happy. Very, very happy. Fire service is slow. You're slow. Realistically, at this stage of the game, when we've hit 100,000 people, we should definitely be discussing better facilities. Much faster service. Better emergency service. But, meh. Oh, yep. We need more sewage capacity. 1. Not enough simoleons. Okay. A little bit of a springboard here. How does that look? Is that better? It says negative 6.4. $52 excess. Okay, that's what I wanted. How's water? Water's good. Power is top the charts. We're gonna need another dump. As the game progresses, we're really going to have to consider, considering we're playing by ourselves, the Academy. The Academy is going to provide fantastical, magical new inventions such as the ground scrubber and the air scrubber. And the scrubbers are going to reduce and eliminate pollution, which is amazing. We're not there yet, though. I would like a low-tech office. The hell? AAA title. It's the year is 2021, and nothing has changed about this game. It's still a broken mess. I could go through a list of... Okay, never mind. Now it's weird. I could go through a list of, like, my personal bug list of things that I've occurred, or encountered, I guess is a better word, while I've played this game. They are not few. There are a lot. again, this is like playing a really old DOS game. Like, it's got its quirks, but I kind of enjoy it to the point that I'm willing to overlook whatever issues are here. I really wish EA took this game a lot more seriously when it came to the trading aspects and the specialization aspects and some of this stuff, because when it really comes down to it, once you hit like 1 million simoleons, what do you do next? Start a new city? Sure, try something different. Now you hit another 1 million, now what? Start a new city? Sure, try something different, whatever. You can kind of keep going on this process until you've just done everything, right? Trading monthly transaction report. Okay, so every single day is actually a month. I guess that makes sense. I knew every day wasn't a day, but that's probably the weirdest statement I've ever thrown out there. No, an hour's not a day is a day. But in this case, a day isn't even a day. A day is a month. A month is a day? No, you're not listening. I don't even understand it. Okay, what's next? Tourism, probably. Oh, the Department of Safety makes the most sense from a long-term game perspective. And then you build the proper hospital and the proper police. One of the things that I've learned while playing this game, only really build stuff when people ask for it. When it really comes down to it, I'm not proactively building a mega fire station. I'm not proactively building a massive university. I'm not proactively building a lot of high-end stuff. And as much as that might suck or whatever, the thing is, it makes it very easy for me to manage everything. Now, I wonder if my tech level can't go up anymore because I don't have a university. I never really figured out how the tech level side went. The education, I think we've got that nailed down. I think that's done and done. Okay, what do you want? We need more buses. Okay, that's an easy request. And we only have 6 municipal buses. Everything else is just shuttle. Shuttle. So now how many buses do you have? 15. Yeah, we took care of that. No problem. Not a problem. I have a bond. Yep, pay it off. So I'm still sitting on this. I want to wait till this is all full, and we're going to sell the whole thing, and that'll get me to the next level of trading headquarters. And then for the next level of trading headquarters, I should be able to build... let's see here. Metals division. Yeah, metals division's going to get me a lot of the requisite stuff for trade. It won't get me plastic, and it won't get me processors, but I'll be able to mass import alloys and mass export metals, and I can turn this into a processor sale. Fire blaze is out of control. Could it be your house? More at 11. Where? Where? No, seriously, where? I don't see fires anywhere. Good job just trying to anger up my blood. What time is it? It's 11 a.m. I want to wait till 1 o'clock. I want to 1 a.m. I know 12 a.m. is the sign of a new day, but I want to seal the deal. Seal the deal. Oh, I know we're deviating just a little bit, but I think at the end of this episode, like I said, we'll call this a season, I think. We'll finish our second Megatower, and we'll make it look nice. I'm going to get another level into trade headquarters, and I think this would have worked out well. I don't think I'll dip into processors enough for it to matter, but we did a little bit of tourism, we got a little bit of Megatower going on, we've got a little bit of trade going on. I'm really happy with how this worked. It's like anyone who buys stocks and bonds for a living, right? You gotta diversify. Diversify your bonds. It works, it works. Boy, howdy, it works. It's 3 o'clock. Oh, I'm so impatient. We'll wait. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Actually, if I solve this, that's $250,000. That'll be more than enough to finish my Megatower, too. Yeah, the way the old SimCities were structured is you need to balance everything so that way the taxes you bring in are more than what you spend. In this game, taxation really doesn't kind of matter. I guess because everything else can be done with specialization to such a level that it just usurps taxation as a concept. Kind of what I was saying before is I have a map on a server. I'm hemorrhaging a lot of money, $100,000. I think 120, 130,000, somewhere around there, every hour. But I'm selling so many processors and computers, I'm sitting on 88 million. Like, yeah, it's maxed out. It's ridiculously maxed out. Like, I couldn't set money on fire fast enough to get rid of it. Like, that's kind of what it feels like. But in reality, everything else I'm doing, and the game is smart enough to say it. Everything else just kind of makes it work. So the game is smart enough, it'll say, hey, I noticed we're in the red. I know that we're deficiting money like crazy every single hour, but all of your other investments are paying off. Keep up the good work. So the game realizes that you can deficit all day, all night, and still, you know, kind of win. To answer your question, how am I that far in debt? Is I have like 4 Megatowers just producing power, and I'm power supplying the entire region. So I'm kind of taking a big investment hit by being the Prince of Power. What did we say before? The power, whatever. You know, being the power kid. Then also every single Megatower has its own education tier, its own park tier, which is probably all very wasteful, but still. Okay. So 0% that month. I got the notification. Export, export, export. Another thing I wish this game took seriously is when they say trade, the whole idea of the trade port is literally like buy it when it's cheap, sell it when it's more expensive or whatever. Like you're supposed to kind of game the money system. But the thing is, without like a good chart and without statistics on what's high and what's low, I'm Googling and then I'm trying to remember. But each game in each region might be different, right? So if I come in here, alloys are selling at 42. Okay, so let's wait a month and see if they're selling any more or less. I don't know. The thing is, that requires a lot of micro, and it seems like a real pain in the butt for that to be a specialization game mechanic. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Okay, we sold some. I'm really glad I waited like for a full day. Yeah, this is all I'm kind of waiting on. Oh, we're selling, and it's getting refilled like immediately. Yeah, 319,000. Yeah, I knew we were going to be sitting on some primo cash. Now, what does that look like for recycling? 5,618 recycling bins a day. A flippin' day. I might need another recycling center. That's bananas. Wait, how come I can build another one? What? It says 3 out of 4. Did I do this wrong? I might have done this wrong. Oh, whatever. Doesn't matter. I could not care less right now. Oh, it can't link there anyway. I wouldn't mind another recycling center. Let's see, what time is it? It's 8 o'clock in the morning. We've taken everything out of the recycling center, and I still have quite a bit of stuff to sell. Awesome! We broke our upgrade. Look at that, 440,000. Yeah, that's some coin. Okay, I want metals, right? I don't want electronics. I want metals. Oof. Nice. I trade. Right? Is that what it says? Trade headquarters. Trade headquarters. These buildings look very similar, and that's boring. But whatever. Okay. Now we can actually start using this. So what can we add? Alloy. Yep. Oh, uh-oh. Okay. I think I know what I have to do. Nuke. Yep, come on. Burn it to the ground already. Let's go. Does this do it? Now I have more room and stuff? Oh, yeah, okay. So, metal, alloy. I guess that's it? Sell metal. We are going to keep alloy. Right? Use locally. I'm going to get rid of the... Wait. Export, use locally. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Stop the clock. I don't need alloy storage or metal storage. What I do need, though, is processor storage. Processor factory active. Okay, that's fine. So, we've got enough. Let's do a little specialization. Processor. Hello, aircraft. Yep. Cool. This will take plastic and alloy. Oh, and I'm going to be out of money for a while, of course. What I also need to do is plastic used locally. If you have it set to export, what should honestly happen is, I think what happens is the game says, okay, I have a ton or one shipping unit of plastic. What do I do with it? It says to export here, but something else needs it first. Then it should haul it over to wherever, quote-unquote, needs it first. And then it just kind of handles itself. That's the way I understand it. That sometimes really works. It sometimes really doesn't. And this we're just going to sell right out the gate. I think we're good. Out of resources, trust me, I am aware. 100,000, nice. Oh, now that we've skipped a day, how much are alloys sold for? 42,000, okay. Or maybe we're still in the same day, I don't know. Recycling's running like at full tilt, that's great. When this maxes out, that's when I'm definitely going to want to build another recyclery. And then hopefully I can get rid of this. For our electronics HQ, we need to manufacture 7,200 processors in a day. We're manufacturing... Yep, there we go. Awesome. In a minute, that should kick in. Yeah. I don't know if I've explained this well enough, but I'm going to want, like, 3 or 4 of these factories. That's how you make them millions. And then you can kick this over into computers or TVs for even more money. But it all depends on how you want everything to flow, you know? We're making 2,700 an hour. Totally fine. I added a ton more infrastructure. But what we're going to see now is exactly what I was describing before. We're going to be making bank on processors and other commodities, and not so much taxation anymore. Our specialization is what's really going to kick it into overdrive for us. For sure. Oh yeah. Clothes need power. Excuse me? Power shortage. Oh, you know what? 70 megawatts excess. Okay. Turn that on, I guess. Huh. Well, it's nighttime now, which sucks. Still set 191, right? Because I turned on the other factory. Does it say? I don't think it ever really says how much power stuff takes. 409,000 in trading. That is bananas. Oh, and there's our first microchips. I don't have any bonds. Boom, 100,000. That's going to give us more than enough to finish another Megatower. All right, what are we looking at here? I need more low residential. Let's get that built. I think I'm definitely going to add another power plant at the top of this. Another solar power plant. And then I'll nuke this and I'll use this for more room of something else. But we're again at a point where everything is nice and slick and operating perfectly. We can easily expand in almost any direction we want. And none of it would be a bad choice. Plenty of income coming in. Yeah, that's great. How much extra alloy / plastic do we have? I want to keep an eye on that. I don't want to add too many more manufacturing complexes if I can't keep up with it, with the raw material. I could also start just buying the raw material straight up and import it. That's another option too if we really want to push in that direction. But the only real direction I want to push right now is more of this. So there's no commercial demand whatsoever for shops or anything. So I'm just going to go, let's do our park. And then I'll do our education, because I want an education in every single Megatower. And maybe that's straight up overkill, but meh. About 1,442 students yesterday. So this might be overkill, but maybe I do an education level on this second Megatower I'm building, and then I don't on a third one, or whatever. Yeah, we're making 500 an hour, but we're selling processors like bananas. It's going bananas. Look at that, $250,000. Look at that. How much is it for like the arcology? $1 million. Huh. Why was it green a second there? Or oh, it didn't refresh. It looked like it was like, yeah, you could do that. Anywho, okay, we have our park. Public park. Very cool. And education tier. How is our education, by the way? It's been a while since I checked. Our tech level hasn't gone up at all, which is unfortunate. But to even this out, the next thing I would really honestly build is an elite Megatower. An elite Megatower is going to do a lot for us. It's going to allow us to cater to much higher residential demand for the high stuff. And I'm going to have to put an office level here. Got what? 4 res, a park, an education. We'll do an office. And then we'll see where we're at next. And then Solar Crown. And we've got the money for all that. No problem. Hi, how you do? John Megacycle here. Offices, yes. Because I've added a lot of population and no more jobs. We've gone from, what, 40,000 to 129,000. I haven't changed any of the jobs here. There's a shopping mall, which I'd assume people would need to work at to shop at. I'm losing a fair amount of money on this Megatower. The mall is probably what the issue is, but we're getting some, yep, little bit of a hit here on Megatowers. How is our casino going? 38 and 28, awesome. Selling processors is definitely what's giving us the bank, though. Do you have enough stuff to keep going? Starting to run down. Starting to run down a little bit. That's fine. If we really wanted a lot of this to get streamlined, we could easily take some efforts to clean up, but I'm not super worried about it. We're going to do one more residential, and then a solar crown. What's our power looking like? 166 excess. This is producing... See, I was making 40 more megawatts before this point anyway, but it said, oh, I don't have any power. Blech, whatever. How's our water? We're negative, and nobody told me. Neat. Neato Supremo. Yep. And yep. That takes care of that. Sewage. Okay. Not the best, not the worst. we selling processors? Awesome. Oh, let's take a look at alloys. We sold alloys before at 42. It's still 42. Like if I dumped millions into purchasing a lot of product, that price better fluctuate if my whole income idea is, yeah, you just gotta min-max it and sell out your excess and like blah blah blah. It's like the numbers don't change, man. Not often enough. It's the phrase I'm looking for is volatility. Is the market volatile enough that it makes this purchasing and selling of materials worthwhile? And the answer is no, because it's still 42,000 right there. Processors 100,000. Okay, so I think those dropped a little bit. But even then, like I think it would have to shift 30,000 on a scale of 100,000 for me to really give a shoot about trying to game the market. Okay, we're going to get another crown bonus, which is going to give us another 40 megawatts. So this guy is not producing 240 anymore. This guy's producing 280. This guy is also producing 280. The second he comes online, right now it's nighttime, can't run on empty batteries, whatever. Now, if somebody built another Megatower somewhere else and built the power crown, I would also gain benefit from that, and so would they. So this is what? 280 plus 280 is 560? That's 560 megawatts of clean power. How much does the fusion reactor do? 200. I don't get it. Control net is another big pain in the ass to maintain and work with. To be completely honest about it, it's a pain in the butt. I like the concept. The concept of the Academy and the concept of the control net is interesting. But man, if you have a high residential, a high tax, a high profile working class that just kind of vacates for some reason, let's say you're out of water for literally 3 hours. Yeah, that can happen. And they can just skadoosh. And if they do, that's a whole lot of control net you're out. If you run out of control net, your control net buildings don't work. And it's a mess. It's another snowball effect. It's one thing leads to another thing, leads to another thing, leads to another thing. And it's awful. Okay, let's get out of the power thing. That's giving me a headache. Offices. Yep, this is kind of exactly what I was expecting. Fill up the low-wage working class and just make sure they have jobs. Because I haven't been doing anything for jobs in a while. And you can see down here, our industrial, very high demand. Sewage. Okay, let's take care of that real quick. Cool. 481 megawatts in excess. I can shut that off. That'll clean up some of the budget. Okay, I'm just going to flatline this, give us some more room. Boop. As long as those Megatowers stay standing, we are sitting in some really good, really cheap, really clean power. So, anywho, I honestly think this is it. I think we've knocked out all the goals I wanted to. Again, I wanted to give the Megatower thing another go, and I'm really happy with it. We've got processor production, we've got some trade functionality, we've got recycling, we've got a little bit of tourism with the gambling, we've got the Megatowers, we've got enough. This is a really solid foundation, and we're sitting on $250,000 without even flinching too hard. Yeah, processors are bang for the buck. So, anywho, thank y'all for joining me. Good. It's a good spot right here. Name's John Megacycle. This is Season 2 of SimCity 5. And the Megatower challenge I'm going to call complete again. So thank you all for joining me, and I hope to catch you next time. Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Thanks for checking out my video. I also want to take a moment to thank all my supporters and donators, and if you'd like to join up with me and game with my crew, all the information to get connected is in the description below. Thanks again, and I hope to catch you next time.